Now to be fair, this one's still an old school book, but I only used the first page for school, so I think it counts as my first full sketchbook of drawings. So this book was actually for my metal craft in year 8, I think. So we just had to design metal rings. And that was it, so the rest is free reign for drawing. And there's Turtwig. This is just a Squirtle eating an entire cake on his own. Now I can't remember if this was for one of those online drawing competitions or not, but the idea is Asuka and Masato are trying to make Shinji and Rei laugh because they're, really depressed and don't laugh. And they think that slapstick comedy is the way to do it. I don't know, I thought this was funny when I was in year 9, but is it funny? Probably not. Here's Asuka pulling a silly face, accompanied by Fish Boy, a real piece of art right there. It looks like I started drawing Nurse Joy, never finished. I think I can tell it's Nurse Joy, not any other nurse, because of this on-point drawing of Chansey. Try drawing Nurse Joy again. Why did I keep trying to draw Nurse Joy? Why did I never finish? So many questions, I don't understand. It's not that hard. This was for another drawing prompt competition where you have to make an anime character into a superhero. Still sticking by Yu-Gi-Oh! Because at this point I had not seen much anime beyond Yu-Gi-Oh! Super Friendship Girl, Tayo's a superhero. That's Raikau because that's my sister's favorite of the legendary dogs or legendary cats. Legendary trio of gold and silver, whatever you want to call them. I'm more impartial to Suicune myself, but whatever floats your boat, I'm not one to judge. So this was another prompt competition where you had to draw a comic about something embarrassing that happened to you. So I did this real life story that happened to me in year 7 art class, where I was getting more cheap acrylic paint into my palette, and some pink paint too. Uh-oh, whoops, I spilled way too much pink paint in my palette. Oh well, tee-hee. And then I carry it across the entire art room, carrying it across, leaving a nice pink trail the whole way. They say, Chelsea, look down. And I'm like, huh? Oh, I spilled pink paint all over the classroom and now everyone's mad at me and I had to stay back in recess and mop up all the floor because of all the pink paint on it. The peak of embarrassment. I think it's more embarrassing showing you this comic now than it was living that moment. An incredibly lifelike drawing of pencil for some reason, but also this chibi Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew. I think I was pretty proud of this one too, and ended up scanning it and then or tracing it or something, drawing it again in colored pencils. A Weedle, I don't know why. Master Ditto again. Master Ditto a second time. A reoccurring character, I guess. It's like an animation. Nope, his fan doesn't move. Okay. I'm guessing this was meant to accompany the Weedle. I don't know why he's crying. Maybe he's crying because he's got no more body. It's just a head. I don't know. This one I was thinking about doing a long and short piece, like a landscape art of water Pokemon. Never took that idea any further. More post-Wicked art. The Alphaba and what's his name? Alphaba and Fiera! Fiera, where are you? Already dead or bleeding. One more disaster I can add to my generous supply. That's the one. There's also a couple of loose drawings at the back of this one. So this was another one of those prompt competitions. Forget what it's about, balance, like yin and yang or something. I drew this really generic, obviously of its time, angel demon girl that surely everyone and their mum drew back in 2008, but I thought I was really clever. On the back of this one, we've got a silly doodle where I don't know, Shinji, I think. I don't know if they're meant to be Shinji, Rei, and Asuka, or just generic people. Someone's fishing and they've caught a squid who's sputtering ink on someone. I think I must have thought this was funny at the time. Someone looking, I don't know, wistfully into the distance. I'm not sure. Is wistfully a word? My art's so confusing. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. On the other side, we've got Toru from Fruits Basket. I think she's meant to be wearing like a yukata or something. But it looks like SpongeBob. The background's from SpongeBob with the flowers and stuff. On the other side there are some couple sketches there. And then there's another Monster A3 one. But I'm pretty sure this one I never used for school and it's just my art start to finish. Although there are a lot of missing pages. I don't know what happened to these. I don't know if they had art on them. I don't know if I used them as like loose leaf. But this is going to be a short one. So it starts off with a turnaround. The generic anime girl. This was a comic about that I thought was funny, and you know, other people thought it was funny at the time, I guess. It's about Pokemon. Ash says, "Hey, look, Pikachu! Sparkles in the bushes! Pika! Do you think it could be a rare shiny Pokemon? Wow, it is a rare shiny Drifloon! Get ready to catch it, Pikachu!" Kaboom! It used explosion. Oh no. I think the snails have been at my paper, but they're crying at the end. No. I ended up drawing that again. This was just the thumbnails, but I did it again in color pencil and posted that one online. Misty in her Goldeen outfit. I was thinking, oh no, what if her horsey spat ink all over her and ruined her pretty Goldeen outfit? This is just incoherent doodling. We got Kite from .hack using a data drain. You know, this is just the kind of stuff that was going through my mind when I was in high school. Charmander by a fence. You can see here I was doing some sketch ideas of how to draw a cute Charmander. And then on the other page I drew the cute Charmander. Again, I was still thinking about Misty getting splattered by her horsey and getting all grumpy and wet. My Kira Kira Pop Princess character again. I think her name is Misha from Pita 10. And I think this was for one of those prompt drawing competitions where you had to do crossover art. So I've got the Pita 10 character dressed as Ash Ketchum. Someone eating a jelly-filled donut. This is Ash as a snail. Clearly, I thought this one was a real good piece because I've lined it in fine liner. I've drawn Ditto transformed into a Nintendo DS and into a toilet. I was coming up with sisters that were evolution gajinkas. So there's a few sketches of them here. I had Jolteon, Flareon, and then Umbreon because I couldn't think of because I thought Umbreon looked cooler than Vaporeon, but it doesn't make sense because they're both from the original trio and then Umbreon's tacked on, but I did a few other sketches of these characters. Then on the next page I was like, no, it should be Vaporeon, so I drew a Vaporeon one. I was trying to figure out how do you draw 3 people together doing poses and stuff. Their heads are way too big for like a thumbnail for poses. Here's their Pokemon. Pokemon. Try drawing Flareon yawning. Another little Chibi Merrick. This was for a school project in year 9. Oh wow, there's a whole story there. Maybe I'll talk about it in the next sketchbook where I do more of this. But basically, this was our official uniform for a sporting event of a made-up country. Quiet Cat Girl. Here I was drawing those evolution girls again, and I was trying to thumbnail how they could be in a comic. Again, no story. Nothing beyond the fact that there are 3 girls that all match evolutions. That's meant to be them walking. I don't know how to draw walking. I still don't know how to draw walking. That's the house they come up to. Don't know how to draw landscape. Still don't know how to draw landscape. Apparently the 3 Pokemon are there waiting for them with food bowls apparently. And you know, picking one up, being like, oh, this is mine. This Pokemon was made for me. A very strange drawing of Marek that I probably did when I was tired, and it's strange. The sun is making it really hard. Now this one I sketched out, and then I drew it in MS Paint, because back then, back in 2009, it wasn't until about the end of 2009 that I actually got any sort of drawing software on my computer. I would do everything in Paint with the mouse. A little cat girl, a massive chibi version of that cat girl, and also a ditto again. Another drawing of that cat girl in a little strange maid outfit that makes no sense. And then I did a color pencil drawing of a chibi cat girl, and I remember this one because when I uploaded it online, I wanted it to have a background rather than the plain white of the page. And again, no image editing software, so I used the select color to transparency tool in Microsoft PowerPoint to clear the background and put in a gradient background. It looks awful. Here she is a few more times on this page. So this was actually the art I submitted as an actual school assignment in year 9, where we had this semester-long project where we were in groups and formed imaginary nations to learn about humanities and like economics and stuff like that. And one of the projects we had to do was we're all competing to host the Olympics, and we had to come up with an official uniform for a sporting event. And because my friends and I, we were all high-key weeaboos, we didn't want to do something boring. We wanted to do a kawaii Lolita outfit. Yeah, that's what I was aiming for. You know, what sport could you possibly wear that for? And we're like, oh, obviously figure skating, you know, not knowing how sort of demanding figure skating it is and what kind of mobility you need. But at the time, we were like, oh, you don't need, you know, a jersey for that. We can draw whatever we want. And I think at the time, everyone was still really impressed with my drawing because I was the art kid. So looking at it now though, I would never wear that ever in my life. This was another art competition on theotaku.com, I think, where you had to draw something to do with a cupcake, because I had like this cupcake emoji thing that you could send to other people as a gift, and it was like the thing is you give people cupcakes. I think people really like, but I think I ended up not using this idea and using Pikachu instead, and it was way more popular. Now I'm confused. Maybe this one was the final art I did. It does look slightly more Lolita than the last one, but it's not colored. But maybe I scanned it and colored it because I did that a lot. A sexy cat girl made, I don't know, I had a very warped idea of what was sexy when I was first going through puberty. This page is full of gajinkas because I was trying to join this RP group where they roleplayed their Pokemon gajinkas. Here's the thing, I'm not fond of writing or role-playing. I was just trying to fit in. I think I wrote 2 posts and drew 2 pieces of art and then never again. But I was tossing on which Pokemon to choose. I ultimately went with Milotic, but I was throwing out other ideas. We've got Lapras there. I think this one's Rapidash. We've got Turtwig and even Drifloon. I think that's like a little chibi version of the Milotic one. On the final page, all we have is this crying bunny girl amongst other doodles of single eyes, because drawing the other eye is for chumps. I hope you enjoyed looking through some art books with minimal amounts of schoolwork. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.